He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Rams him with the stiff arm. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Back to pass, it's Jennings. And the pressure was too much. No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hurricanes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the air, it's Jennings. Catch in the middle, it's Brinson.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Gets it out to the 40-yard line, giving 5 on that one.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the tailback. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. to the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Power football with the run. On the move is the 30. There he goes. Past the 30. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brinson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Looking to throw, it's back. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man. It's Fletcher. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that is how you get it done. Third down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on third down?
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Dropping back, it's Jennings. The screen, he can go! And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. The screen, and watch out! And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This should be the last play of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. Throws for the tight end. Lost, the defense is wide open. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So first down here as they go back to work. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hudson. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Harden. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Using the quick game. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to barrel in. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes moves, the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Pucks it out of the air. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Now on the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Turning on the Jets. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. The Canes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes! The jumbo formation is in. Looks as if they'll try to power in the 2. Slams it ahead. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
That's caught. It's Brenson. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Fletcher. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it. They'll immediately call timeout. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. It's back. Rush is on him. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
He'll take another shot here. He's got it down the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
And that is exactly what this offense needed to have happen. They had to come up with a big drive, with a big touchdown here at the end of the quarter. That's going to help their confidence. They've now got the lead heading into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.